Hi everybody, this is Terry from Sweet Pea Papers, the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group, and the Junk Journal and Paper Crafts Facebook group, the Ko-fi shop Sweet Pea Papers, where you can get the journals and folios and such that we make in these videos and give them their forever home at your place. We've got Signature 1 done. We're almost done with Signature 2, which isn't nearly as fat as Signature 1. We'll see after we put this envelope in. We're on page 23, and then we're going to do page 24. Let's see if I can set this down here so it won't fall. Okay. So this is where we left off. We need to glue this shut and then put the backing paper in. Okay, so let's do that. When I tore this open, it started to tear this paper underneath. Tear this paper. So what I did was I pulled the glue away, and then where the paper was stuck to this underneath one, I should have showed you this before I glued it, I guess. Then I just pulled this paper down instead of continuing to lift this one up. And it ripped that paper underneath. It tore it or cut it or whatever you want to call it, and it kept this top layer from getting any thinner. Alright, so now we need to make the paper that goes inside, which it looks like it's not going to be that hard to do. Whoops. Yeah. So all we need to do is cut this off here. And it doesn't matter that it doesn't go completely to the top and the bottom. Because did I do that right? Yeah. Because it covers the window. Okay, so now all we need to do is we need to glue this to the back. So that means we need to glue it here and here. Okay, and we don't want to glue it, well, and then we want to glue the front of it to the back of this. So in order to do that, we're going to make a pencil mark. And then we'll put the glue right along the inside of that pencil mark, and then we'll slide the paper in. Get that glued in. Then we need to cut this Okay. And let's make sure it's open. Okay. I'm gonna ink this some more. So we cut the ink off. And then we'll put our magnet on, and then we'll paper the back after we glue this. So let's take this and we'll open it like so, and then we'll run the glue along the edge here. Which I didn't do that very straight. Which is going to make a difference when we put the card in. Let's put our magnet on. And with backing paper, we glue to this. Oh, I did this wrong. We don't glue this to this. We glue the backing paper to this. Okay, so now this needs to go It's page 23, so that means it's going to open to the right. So let's put the backing paper on. Oh, that's good because then our butterfly shows. I want the bigger butterfly to be on there for sure. You know, we could do, since we're going to cut the edges off anyway, let's cut the purple off. Man, my paper trimmer's sounding seriously like it needs some oil or something. That's pretty. And I think what we'll do is we'll put maybe an acetate belly band on there. I made it a little small. Darn it. Well, we have enough room to trim off more here, but then we won't have a border. Shoot. We have to put it over this far. We don't have a choice. Let's put it on first. Gosh darn it. I don't know, I'm almost tempted to print this page again and recut it, because I don't have any. I'm almost out of papers. I mean, as far as to put on there. I have this left. Could put this on there. Really wanted those butterflies, so. Yeah, these two are it. Ow. Ugh. Yes, that hurt as much as it sounded. I forgot we needed to go clear to the edge here, and I left a border. That's what happened. This particular one, you need to go all the way to the edge and not leave a white border, so that you can seal the envelope. So let's try it again. Yeah, that's a lot better. Now those three sides I can glue as normal, but then this side I'm going to want to glue right up against the edge. Maybe I can use this as the card. I did it wrong again. Oh no, I didn't. I was gonna say. Now we can use it as the card. Okay. Happy with that. The reason it didn't go in all the way is because of my terrible glue job. All right. Okay. Let's put our magnet on the back so we get it unmagnetized or unattached from the container with all the bulb pins in it. I put them a little too close and they kind of attracted and stuck to each other. Okay. Well, that worked out all right. Thought for sure I had another one up here. There they are. wanting to glue it with the spray bottle because the spray bottle's sitting where I usually put the glue bottle. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we need a hole for the charm. And we'll put the white bulb pin on there. I didn't realize there was 2 sizes of dragonflies in there, so that's good. I'll use the smaller one. My fingers are not cooperating this morning. Okay. I think I need to glue this down. I don't think I glued it down. I think that's the problem. Yeah. Okay. There we go. I had a brain freeze there for a minute. It's like, wait a minute. we should put an acetate tuck right there. All right, since this is a tuck, I wanted to cut some of this off. Okay, and then it's all right that this is smaller since it's just a tuck, or shorter, I mean. So we're just going to glue the one side. And then we're going to put lace on it. No pearls, or it won't close all the way, I don't think. Do I want to use this again, or do I want to use something different? Why don't we use this? Oh, looks like it didn't cut this very straight at all. I'd like to put some pearls down the middle. Oh goodness. There we go. Okay. Now we could put some pearls on here. The reason I'm thinking we might not be able to is because it's so close in here. So let's lay some pearls on there. Looks like we can. Then it looks like we'll have enough for the back page, but not enough for the cover. Yeah. So we'll have to use these, which are a little bit bigger in size, and then we'll have to cut it down to 1 or 2 rows, whichever it is we decide we need. But I really think this needs the pearls down the center. I don't know what the deal is with my gluing. Stuck to my finger. Okay. So we'll leave that there like that. Then we will look at the paper for the back. Yeah, it is going to be as thick as the other one. I think we're going to use this for the cover anyway. It's so pretty. So I think this is what we'll use for the cover. Then we may not need any pearls. Or we can use just the bigger ones on the cover. So on this one, we're gonna do 3 pockets, 3 acetate pockets, and we're going to do them this way and put these little tags in them. So it's not going to be my normal back page, which is kind of super fancy, or a big pocket or something like that. We're just going to do this. So we're going to need we could do one belly band and then glue these to the back of the belly band and then put one card underneath. That might be kind of cool. I don't think I've ever done anything like that before. I have to get a whole piece of acetate out. Tissue paper stuck to the acetate. So all we're going to need is a regular belly band, 1.5 inches wide. Then we will position these to where they are glued on in the proper places. So let's do a regular belly band. Add 1.5 inches wide because that's how long or how wide our lace is. I'm going to end up cutting my mark off because I did it backwards. No, I didn't. Okay, we're going to put this right down the center, but first we're going to glue our tags on. My friend gave me a bunch of these little eyelets and they got loose in the box, so that they keep showing up everywhere. Okay, so let's take this one. Now we're going to have to ink them first of all. Then we're going to have to glue them on the back side of the acetate. Then I thought about putting those dragonflies on the back. We'll have to wait and see. I may have to finish this off camera. Get this last little tiny bit done. So I think I'm gonna do the 2 lighter ones at the top and the bottom and the darker one in the center. This one has pencil on it still. Wow. That must be really popular this morning. So we're gonna need to ink this. See if that works a little better. I think it's gonna be too dark. I think this will be kind of cool. Instead of putting 3 pockets with 3 tags. I'm going to take a swig of my iced coffee here and see if I can keep my voice. Okay. I think that's going to work. Okay. So let's put some glue here. And you want to make sure that the bottom of the tag is even with the edge of the acetate. And you don't want the glue to come up above. So you're going to want to err on the side of it being a little short. Sorry about that. Once again, that was my medicine alarm. So, okay. This one looks like it's going to be closer to the top. Let's see if we can move it down a little bit. Sorry about holding it way up in the camera, but I'm trying to get light on this. Gosh darn it. Well, almost like a road sign, isn't it? Okay, there was a little bit on there, but I was able to get it off. I wonder if I cut this off and make the pocket shorter, I mean the belly band shorter, if that would make a difference, because we would glue it more towards the center. Okay, and then we'll just glue it in the center of the page versus the top and the bottom, which I think will be all right. This was our page, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was. I'm wondering, I think those dragonflies are too big though. I was wondering if we could put them on the belly band as well. And then we'll put glue on the top and the bottom. This one is still okay. Some glue ooze out. Okay, that looks kind of different. Looks kind of crooked. All right, and then what about these dragonflies? Yeah, they're too big. What if I just did 2? They're still too big. Maybe not. I don't know that I like that though. I think I like it better without them. Maybe we'll use these on the cover. I'll erase the pencil around them. Okay, and then we can use, what about this one that's already cut? No, because it's got to be shorter. I think this one, which is our last paper, yeah, we can cut it off from the bottom. And then I'm going to take just a smidge off the top so there's no purple up there. Or hardly any purple up there. And take a little bit off both sides and still leave the purple. I know the other ones had that lighter purple on there, but I think this one will be fine. You can still write on it with a pen. So I think we'll have time to glue the paper into the book, and then that'll be it. Okay. And I think I'm going to take this off and lay it out flat to glue it on. Putting a little extra glue on this because it's going to be on an area that's curved quite a bit. I want to make sure it's going to stay down all the way. Oops. I want to make sure that this card is straight. It doesn't have any glue on the back. Okay, so our signatures are done, except for me putting on some lace and some pearls. I keep thinking we might want to put some lace down this side, but we don't have enough room. You know what I mean? It's not wide enough there. So, yeah, so we got this signature done. And then in the next video, we will do the cover. And we will get it to where I think we can do it in one even amount and do it in 2 weeks and get it done, get it posted. Okay, all right, well, that's it for this video. Excuse me, I don't know what happened. Okay, well, I guess that's it. I will see you in the next video, which is going to be video 13, and we will make our cover, and all will be right with the world. All right, I'll see you then. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.